Every business in Germany must present their sales and profits to the tax office and file a tax return. And one of the most important forms when it comes to tax returns in Germany for business owners is the Anlage G or the Attachment G. So in this video, we'll go through the form page by page to get you started on your business journey. For those who are new here, my name is Srijit, and in this channel, we talk about wealth, happiness, and sometimes boring tax forms. Now keep in mind that I'm not a financial advisor or a tax expert. I'm just sharing what I learned from my own experiences. So take all this information but make your own decisions. We are going to fill out the form with the online software from FinanceSam called Elster. So I'm going to assume that you already have an Elster account. If not, you can watch this video, get an account, and then come back here. Once you log into Elster, you can see all the forms by clicking the Formula and Leistungen button on the left. Now select Alle Formulare or All Forms. Now Form G is an attachment that has to be filled and submitted along with the income tax return. So we have to select the income tax return form first. So we expand on the section Einkommensteuererklärung or income tax declaration and click on the EST1A form. Select the year you want to do your tax return and then click on Weiter. Now if you have already made a declaration with Elster, you can take over most of your personal data from your previous submission. If the option is the use it, it can save a lot of time and effort. If this is your first time, then this section will be empty and you can continue without the data takeover. Now we get to a section called Anlage Assistant. The tax office wants to help you find the right forms by making you answer a few questions. Normally, you must fill out a main form called the Hauptvortrag and then multiple attachments based on your individual situation. Now, you can watch this video to understand how to fill out the main form or the Hauptvortrag. In our case, for a business owner or a trader, we need to fill out the attachment G. So we continue without the help of the assistant and manually select the forms. We mark the attachment Anlage G and click on Weiter. If you want to attach any certificates along with your declaration, you can do it here. We proceed without that by clicking on Weiter ohne Bescheinigung. We come to the main page. Now we go to the section on the left and click on Anlage G to start filling out the attachment. The first step is to add a tax person by clicking on the plus button on the first box. To do it for your partner, click on the second box. Now the form has 4 pages. We go to the first page, Gewinn or profits, by clicking on the button Next Seite. In field 4, you must enter your profits from your Einzelunternehmen or single owner business. You can watch this video to understand what are the different types of business ownerships in Germany. Now, when we come back to the form, you have to enter the activity and the profit amount. If you have a loss, then you can enter the value with a minus sign. If you have profit from more than one activity in your single owner business, then you can add that by clicking on Weitere Daten hinzufügen and inserting a new line. And if you have other businesses generating revenue, then you need to enter the information in field 6. Now remember that the value which we just entered is the calculated final profit. We also need to submit supporting documents to show how we came up with this value. If you are a small business owner, a simple accounting with details of income and expenses would be enough. This can be done with a simple income surplus form or Einnahmenüberschussrechnung that can be attached along with your tax declaration. But for big businesses, this has to be done with a detailed balance sheet. If your company is in the area of responsibility of another tax office, for example, if you run your business from a place other than your primary place of residence, then income and profits have to be calculated separately. In that case, enter the responsible tax office name, your tax number, and your share of profits in field 7. This also applies if you have income from partnerships, for example, a GBR or OHG. Then the tax office responsible for the company will calculate your share of profits and inform your residence tax office. You must provide the company details, the responsible tax office, the business tax number, and your profit share in line 8. The next point deals with partnerships of minor importance. For example, if you operate a photovoltaic system that generates profits in your own house with your spouse. In that case, a separate determination of income and profits is not required. Line 14 only concerns you if you have an income to which the partial income procedure applies. This refers to your business assets such as shares in corporations. For example, if you have shares in corporations such as AGs or GmbHs as the operating expenses of your company, the profit shares like dividends and capital gains are only 60% taxable and 40% remains tax-free. So the taxable part is to be noted in the rows we filled earlier and the tax-free part goes in line 14. If you have positive incomes which you can offset against losses according to the Umwandlungssteuergesetz or the Conversion Tax Act, then you enter it in line 15. Some companies get into financial emergencies and could be only saved from bankruptcy by some planned restructuring measures. Under certain circumstances, restructuring profits may be tax-free, and if that applies to you, then you have to mark in field 16. Field 16 deals with reduced taxation for the part of profits that remain in the company and have not been withdrawn. So you must also add the attachment 34A and note the number of 34 attachments you will submit along with your declaration. If you are a single or a small business owner, then most of the lines in this page may not be applicable for you. You may only have to enter the profits in line 4, but you should confirm for yourself if the other use cases are applicable for you. Now we move to the second page, Gewerbesteuer or trade tax. The trade tax or Gewerbesteuer is only applicable if your profits are more than 24,500 euros. So for Kleinunternehmen or small businesses, this section can be skipped. But if you do pay trade tax for your business, then you qualify for a tax reduction. Calculating the trade tax is a bit complicated, but I will explain it shortly. You start with your profit calculation and make necessary additions like interest on your loans and deductions like donations. This is the Gewerbebetrag or the trade income that needs to be entered in line 18. Now, certain businesses qualifies for a trade tax reduction or a Freibetrag. For single owner businesses and some partnership companies such as GbR and KG, this value is 24,500 euros. Now, after reducing the allowance from the Gewerbebetrag, we multiply it with a tax measurement factor of 3.5% to calculate the Gewerbesteuer Messbetrag or trade tax measurement amount. Now, we multiply this value again with another percentage called the Hebesatz to get the final Gewerbesteuer or the trade tax. Now, this percentage Hebesatz is decided by each municipality, and this comes somewhere around 400%. And as I said earlier, small business owners, freelancers, they don't have to pay the trade tax, so they can just skip all these complicated calculations. Now we go to the next section, Veräußerungsgewinn. This records the capital gain from the sale or abandonment of an entire company, a partial operation or a partner share. And here also you are eligible for an allowance if you are unable to work or if you are at least 55 years old. If the allowance is applicable, then the capital gain should be entered in line 31 without deducting the allowance. And in case the allowance is not applicable, then in line 36. If this income comes under partial income procedure, then the taxable part must be entered in lines 32 and 37 for each case. And in lines 42 and 43, you enter the loss from the sale and the share to which the partial income procedure applies. If you have held at least 1% of the shares of a corporation, then the taxable part of the profit must be noted in lines 44 and 45. If it is less than 1%, then you can use the cap attachment to submit this information. You must mark line 46 if you or a relative owns a stake in the company that took over your freelancing business, a partial operation or a partner share. I will leave all this empty and go to the last page, Sonstiges. If you have received any special profits, for example in the form of compensation payments for some lost revenue, then you enter it in line 47. Now line 48 is about income from Organgesellschaft, or when two or more companies are combined together to form a single taxable unit. Lines 50 to 55 deal with special cases like losses from commercial animal husbandry, stock market future trades and real estate. But for Einzelunternehmen, Kleinunternehmen, most of these fields may not apply. So if that's the case, just leave it blank. You can now attach the form to your tax declaration by clicking on the Anlage Übernehmen. And as I said earlier, this form only records the profits, not how you came up with the profits. For that, you have to use the Einnahmeüberschussrechnung or the EUR form, which you have to submit along with this one. You can watch this video to learn how to fill out the EUR form. If you are unclear about something, then it would always be better to get some professional tax advice. Some of the information that I shared here may change or become irrelevant in the future. So always do your own research and verify before you submit the tax return. A lot of effort has gone behind making this video. So if you got some value from this, then give it a like and do subscribe to the channel. Until I see you with another video, take care, have a wonderful rest of the day, and bye.